Hey guys, my name's Andy. We'll be doing fitness together today. I'm going to show you some things that you can do at home even if you don't have weights or any equipment. It's always still important to move around, get that blood pumping. So I'll show you some workouts that we can do that don't really need anything, but I'm also going to show you some options of things that you could use if you want to use equipment. Another thing for today's video and every fitness video, and probably for throughout the summer, it's very important that you guys drink water very often. So during these videos I will remind you guys to drink water, but also if you feel thirsty at any point, just go ahead, grab some water, stay hydrated. You don't want to get headaches from not drinking enough water. And I'm also going to show you some stretching, some cool down exercises to make sure that you guys don't hurt yourselves. If at any point you want to pause, you want to stretch, you want to be done doing this, that's okay. We don't want anybody to get hurt. We want you guys to have fun. Alright, so before we start, you guys can all pause this video and go ahead and get some water. Alright guys, so like I said before, I'm going to show you a few things that you can use when you don't have equipment. We're going to be doing a little bit of jumping. We can use an imaginary jump rope, or if you guys have one, you could also use the jump rope that you have. For weights, a good option is using this to stay hydrated, or as weights, water bottles. If you find them lying around the house, you can fill them up with water or with sand, and those could be your weights for the lifting exercises. Then you could also use, if you don't have, or if you don't like water bottles, you can use cans, anything that's about the same size that you guys think will be comfortable to grab. They're about the same size for each side. And then for the heavier weights, you could use maybe a bag of flour, or you could use a bag of rice. I'd say a bag of cereal, but that's not heavy enough. I found these big water bottles around the house, so I just fill them up with water, and this would be for the exercises, like, I don't know, like holding it in the middle and doing squats, or other exercises that require a little bit of a heavier weight. And if you think that that's not heavy enough and you want a little bit heavier, you can find something bigger. I found a jar of pretzels, filled it up with water, a little bit heavier, and it also helps. So those are the things that I'm showing you today. Maybe later on we'll find more things. You guys can get creative. Anything that you feel like could be used as a weight that you're not gonna get in trouble for using, it's fine. And if you take anything from the kitchen or from anywhere in the house, just remember to make sure that nobody needs it, and then when you're done, put it back so you don't get in trouble for it. Okay, so I had to pause for a second. There's a lot of bugs where I live, and they were biting me, so I had to get some bug spray, but I'm gonna put that to the side, and we're gonna get started. The way I like to do this, and for me it's one of my favorite ways of working out because I don't get bored of just doing the same thing over and over again, I create like a circuit. So between 6 to 8 exercises, I would put them in order. Don't worry about it, I'll walk through it with you guys, but I'm just explaining it real quick before we start. So I like to put them in order and make like, okay, I do this and I go to the next one, the next one, the next one, and when I finish that circuit, I do it again, maybe 2 or 3 times depending on how my body's feeling, and you guys get to choose how many times you want to repeat it. And if you want to do it on your own the first time and then call more people to come and join you in the house, or start all together and learn from zero with the rest of the people that live with you, it's up to you. However you want to set it up, I'm just going to show you the exercises, and then you get to be creative, okay? You can do however you want it. You can make your own circuit after you see the exercises I'm teaching you. You can come up with new ones, whatever you want. You guys are ready? And remember, every time you have a chance, don't forget to drink some water. You want to stay hydrated, and don't hurt yourselves. There's no need to push more than you can. Good? Everybody ready? Let's start. So before we can actually start the circuit, it's very important to warm up. Remember, we don't want anybody to get hurt. So we're gonna start off by jumping rope. If you have a jump rope, you can do that. If not, you can use the imaginary one. I'm gonna use the imaginary one. We're gonna do that for about 20 seconds, okay? You guys can jump on both feet if you want to, but you see my rope? It's amazing. I can take it everywhere and it doesn't weigh anything. You can jump one, like switch your legs, whatever is more comfortable for you. You can do only one leg. You can do only the other leg. Or if you're super good at this and you've done it for a long time and you know how to do those jumps where you go and then you cross and then jump and cross, you can do that. Just make sure that you don't hit everything around you if you're inside. If you're outside, it's fine. Go ahead and give it a try. 20 seconds. Go. Next up, we're gonna jog in place. Continue that little jumping we were doing. But this time we don't need a rope. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna move our arms like making a circle, drawing a circle on the side. So we're gonna start by going forward. We're gonna do 10 of those, okay? Make sure that you guys are stretching. And then we're gonna switch to the back. And same thing. We're gonna do 10 of those. I probably lost track, but I think we're at 7, 8, 9, 10. Can you guys feel the blood going up and down your body? I can. All right, so every time we stop, we just shake it up a little bit. We're gonna jump side to side now. 1, 2, we're gonna do that 10 times. Land on one leg, the other one. If you lose balance and you wanna tap your leg a little bit, that's fine. And then do the next jump, tap, that's fine, okay? So do a few of those. And whew, I can feel them warming up. Are you guys warming up? Good. So, guess what? It's time for a little bit of water. All right, everybody, let's start with the first one. I chose my water weights. For the first one, we're gonna just have them on our side. We're gonna spread our legs open just a little bit. Stand like shoulder width, hip width. And we're gonna move side to side as far down as we can. 1, 2, and then we're gonna go on our tiptoes, up, down. 1, 2, up, down. So the whole series of 1, 2, up, down, that's 1 rep. Okay, so let's practice one more time. 1, 2, up, down. So you guys are gonna do 10 of those, and then pause your video real quick, drink some water, and come back. All right, continuing with our water weights, or can weights, or no weights. We can still do these movements either way. We're gonna keep holding one on each side. This time, legs same way. We're gonna lift our arms up simultaneously to the front. 1, and then do the same thing to the side simultaneously. 1. That's 1 rep. So it's 1, 1, 2 reps. 1, 2, 3 reps. And same as before, we're gonna do, actually for this one we're gonna do 15 because it's a little bit easier. Okay, so we're gonna do 15 of those. Have a sip of water and come back to the circuit. Okay guys, for the next exercise, same as before, you can have weights or not. I choose to do them with weights because it actually helps me stay more balanced. I don't know, it's up to everybody. So, to each one of you guys. So, what we're gonna do, we're gonna make a like a lunge movement with one leg back, one leg forward, and we hold our weights to the side, and we bend the back knee. The knee that's forward is gonna be already a little bit bent, but then to go down, we're gonna bend the one that's behind and come back up. That's 1. When we do that, we're trying to get a 90-degree angle with our knee, but we're not touching the ground. That's 1. Then we're gonna switch. 2. Switch. 3. Switch. 4. Okay, so we're gonna do those. Now for each side, it was 1 rep. So so we're gonna do a little bit more. We're gonna do 20 reps total. Oh my God, that sounds like so much. But because it's 10 on each side, and we're trying to keep our muscles developed the same way on each side. You don't want to have one leg like that and the other one skinnier just because you didn't want to work out both legs, right? It'll be kind of fun too. But anyways, when you guys are done with that, have a sip of water, then get back. Next up, my favorite. Actually, no, I don't like it. But yeah. Next up, we have squats. Who doesn't like squats? Raise your hand if you like squats. Raise your hand if you don't like squats. Well, guess what? It doesn't matter if you like them or not. We're gonna do them anyways. But if it hurts and you don't want to do it, that's also okay. I chose this water bottle for my squats. I'm gonna hold it sideways, make sure that it's actually sealed so it's not dripping over you, all over you. It happened to me before, so I know. So we're gonna hold it up in line with our chest, legs spread out just a little bit wider than your shoulders, and then there's a little bit of an angle here, so I'm gonna try not to fall, and if I do, please have fun watching it. So ready? For a squat, we go down, we keep our knees in line with our toes, we don't go forward. 2, also we're always gonna try to look up when we squat. We don't want to look down and do this, okay, because that could really hurt your back, okay? So we make a little bit of an angle. If you guys can see like this, my back is not totally straight, a little bit of an angle, but I'm still looking up, okay? So that's a squat. We're gonna do 10 of those for the next part of the circuit. If you don't want to carry anything, you could also just have your hands in front of you, legs spread out, and go 1, 2. Some people prefer to do it with your hands back. 3, 4. It's up to each and every one of you guys, all right? So when you're done with that, take a deep breath, drink a little bit of water, and come back. All right, guys, so we did a little bit of arms, we did a little bit of legs. Now it's time for a lot of people's favorite, core workouts. You guys know what core is? Core is that little thing here that has that other thing that people like to call a 6-pack. Some get an 8-pack, some get a 1-pack. All packs are fine. But that's what we're gonna work out now. We're gonna work out our core. But it's also you have muscles on your back that are also part of it. So having a strong core is very important for every workout that we do. And a lot of exercises, even if it's arm or legs, they're actually still working your core. But now this is gonna be more core focused, okay? So I am using a yoga mat. You could use a towel, a rug. If you already have carpet where you are, that's fine. I'm just using it so I don't hurt my back. So find something that's comfortable for your back, for when you're laying on your back, or for your arms when you're gonna be laying forward, which is what I'm gonna do now. So for this one, we're gonna get onto a plank position. There are 2 ways we could do this. We could do it on our toes and plank like this, or we could do it on our knees and hold our plank position this way. Whatever is more comfortable for you and whatever doesn't hurt, okay? So, I like to call this one in and out core. So you go on a plank and we're gonna walk in and then walk out. And the whole time we're trying to keep our back flat without moving it up and down. So it's not walk in and walk out, okay? So we stay there and walk in, walk out, in, out. If you guys are doing the one on your knees, you're just gonna hold this position for 20 seconds. And if you do the walk in, walk out, we're gonna do 15 reps. Okay, that might hurt this part a little bit and your back too. That's good if it's not too much pain, because that means your core's working out. Okay, do a little bit of those reps and come see me in a second. Next up, continuing with our core workouts. This is when you lay on your back for core. Make sure it's closed. Grab your weights, or no weights if you don't want to, and you're just gonna put it over your tummy, okay? You see the angle I make with my legs? You're gonna try to do that angle as well. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna squeeze our butt and go up like this. That's 1 rep. Okay, so 1 as high as you can, and then if you hold that position for a second, it's even better. Then 3, 4. Every time you come up, you're gonna feel how you have to squeeze your butt. That means you're doing a good job. And if it hurts a little, not too much, it's also okay. You guys are gonna do 10 of those reps. If you feel like 10 wasn't too much, you can push it to 12. And then that is the end of our circuit. Okay, so today we did a little bit of arms, a little bit of legs, a little bit of core. But I said that's the end of the circuit. I didn't say that's the end of the workout. What does that mean? What do you mean, Andy, that's not the end of the workout? Yeah, that was just 6 exercises. You guys can do more than that. So what's gonna happen now, you're gonna choose an order. You're gonna rearrange the exercises I taught you if you want to. If you want to keep the same order, that's also okay. And you're gonna repeat the whole sequence all over again. This time, you know the exercises. You can go back in the video and watch it and do it, or you could, if you do your rearranged version of it, just make sure that you know which one goes after which one. If you need to go back and look what the exercise looked like on the video, that's okay. And you're gonna do that 2 more times. If after you finish the next round, you feel like that's too much, I can't do it anymore, I'm done for the day, that's okay. But if you want to push it more and you finish the second one, you're like, I feel like I can do a little bit more, and go ahead and do another one. And if you finish the third one and you want to do another one, today we just did 6 exercises, so why not push it to 1 more cycle? It's all up to you guys. Just make sure you listen to your body, don't get hurt, right? And then I'll tell you in just a second what comes after you're done with your circuits and your however many repetitions of the circuit that you do. Okay? I hope you guys all had some water. Now comes the fun part. After all that workout and after all the sore muscles and everything, what comes next? The cool down or the stretch part. Okay? So we're gonna start off by, since we're already sitting, or I am, putting our feet together like this. You can bring them as close as you can without hurting yourself to the rest of your body. I like to put my hands on my knees. If you don't want to put your hands on your knees, that's fine. And then go down as much as your body lets you go down, so you can stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna leave one of our legs where they are and extend the other one and go forward and try to grab our foot. If you can grab it, it's fine. If you can't, and you can come only up to here, but you can feel the stretch on your body, that's fine. We're doing this to stretch, not to hold our feet. So if you can't hold it, but you feel the stretch, that's fine, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we switch, bring this leg back here. And same thing. I can feel the stretch. Oh, yeah. You guys feel it? I feel it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Every time you guys come up from looking down or bending down, always do it slowly so that you don't rush your blood up to your head, okay? For this next part, you can keep your legs extended. You can cross your legs, whatever's more comfortable for you. And we're gonna grab our arms, grab our elbow, bring it back. We're gonna stretch our arms a little bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next arm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you guys feel the stretch? I can. Next one, we're gonna grab our elbows and extend our arm. Don't come up to your neck. Keep it low, and then you're gonna push it towards your body. And you're gonna hold it there for a few seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same thing with the other one. Sit up straight. And pull towards our body. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we're gonna link our arms behind us and try to open our chest. You can look up and stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we link our arms again, but this time we go up. Take a deep breath in and out. One more time. In and out. Then you bring your arms down slowly again. And that's it for today. You guys are done. Good job, everyone.